recording there. Go ahead.
All right. Previously on Goblin Ball Z, the Goblin SquADD has defeated the cock-ranging Cyclops and his daughter and has destroyed the plantation. The goblins have returned back victorious to the new town that they call home as their chiefs. Find out what is happening now on the third chapter of Goblin SquADD Z.
Big facts.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Drunkies and Dragons. We're glad to have y'all back. Of course, I have Jade, Khleo, Jamie, and Pat here. The Goblin SquADD. What's going on, everybody?
Hello.
What's up? We're back. I know they missed us, but now we're back.
We are back. Yes. Shout out to the Dice God too, as well. Out here.
Dice God.
So of course, y'all know he might be getting stuff ready. Y'all know the ritual of what we are. We got to introduce who you are and what are you drinking today here on Drunkies and Dragons. And I think it's only right we start off with Mr. Whimsical over here in the Deathly Hollows, Mr. Patrick Cloud.
Hello. I am Mog March. I am a 13-year-old goblin with a skull mask. My specialty is bombs. I like to see things blow up. I also have a little bow and arrow that I like to combine with my bombs for bomb arrows. And I also have like a pet frog or something like that. I don't have my my character sheet up, but I've been pretty detrimental. So just know this. Mog March out here, fitting in crevices, blowing up pigs. Let's go.
And what's your drink of choice today?
My drink of choice is the ale of the Nether Realm. This is red wine for drunken style combat. Jackie Chan.
Gotcha. All right, Mr. Khleo Thomas, if you would please.
Short and sweet. I like to sip, and stick. I go by the name of Chuffy Lickwood, and I'm sipping on Henny.
Henny today.
Okay, you want the Henny?
All right. He was inspired by Black Blasphemy earlier.
Yes, indeed.
That's what's up.
And the newest member, who I think is just came in, took a character that was just off the walls, and then decided to elevate it even more. Ms. Jamie Riley, please introduce yourself and what are you drinking?
As you know, I'm Rita. And I was Rita, but I'm now Rita. I believe I have a dick sword.
Yep.
I think I also have something else with the dick. I forget.
Dick boomerang.
Dick boomerang. Yes, I do. And I kind of have like a low self-confidence, but if you get me fucked up, I'll fuck you up. Okay.
Was low self-confidence listed as a weapon?
Sure.
I got a sword, a boomerang, and low self-confidence.
I got to humanize Rita.
And what is your drink of choice today?
I have Casamigos tequila, brand new bottle. Let's get it.
You got money.
And the dungeon master, of course, herself, Miss Jade, please let us know, what are you drinking today? Your drinks are always in different spectrums.
Whatever I have in the apartment, apparently. Well, I'm actually going to be drinking, so there's actually white wine in this. This is an actual horn. Made of real animal bone, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who will be very saddened by that. But I'm sure it was already
Can you lift it up a little bit?
What was that?
Can you lift it up a little?
Oh yeah, it's a horn, and it's been turned into a cup, Ren Fair style. So I'll be showing this off a little bit. But I also have a good old Irish coffee with someone else's family on it. Just a cup, but it's coffee with.
Please don't sip that on camera after you just showed us a fucking horn glass. Just drink the horn glass.
I need to know the family.
It's
you transition to Home Alone?
Right.
I need coffee if I'm going to be drinking.
What is that a horn of?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Who's the family? Who's the family? I need to know what that family is.
Bull?
It's a what?
A bullhorn. Like it went like up here.
That's hard.
How is it silver?
It's not silver. It's like bone colored or like horn colored. It's been polished, I'm
Wow.
sure.
Oh, it's polished. Oh shit! I thought that was silver.
That's
Me
what I
too.
thought.
So it feels like bone.
Yeah, like can you hear
Oh,
it?
that's gotta be the
Oh,
coolest
wow.
feeling shit ever.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's some warlord shit right there, bro. That's
Like-
some sitting on my throne. Like,
You gotta have
Right.
ale and mead and be just drinking and eating
yeah.
big ass.
You've
turkey
had to
legs.
have burned down a village to drink out of that. Just
After a good
Sure.
slaying,
yeah, just
after a good pillaging, I like to drink out of my bullhorn.
like crazy.
That's
oh man. And of course I am Poog, and as always, Poog is nothing without some good old goddamn Jim Beam, the finest bourbon out there in the land of the United States. God damn it. Teacups, Sony headphone players, America, Jim Beam. There
How
it
big is that? We like 4 episodes in, and you barely at the label.
No, this is a lot. Like at first I was like, yo, I be putting this back and then when it's done, and I'm like, I have not cracked anything in this. But I only drink this on here.
Okay.
You don't,
Hey,
you
watch
don't sip like
Will.
that.
Make sure
He's
he
taking
ain't
baby
fake,
shots.
Make sure
You
he
don't
ain't
sip
fake
like
drinking.
that.
He's spitting
Make-
it back out, isn't he?
Make sure he ain't fake drinking.
What?
Make
Oh,
sure
We
he
don't
ain't
see
fake drinking.
nothing's in there.
I don't
Will
wanna
had a
pour it.
whole. First of all, for context, Will had a whole episode where he was fake drinking, and I went back to pull clips, and I was shocked by the deceit that he gave our audience. He was over here like, ooh, God, woo.
Hey,
Burns going down, like all the extras.
I can't help I'm a good actor. Like that's
It
what I came
wasn't
out here
good.
for. What do you expect? That's what I came out here for.
There's
All right,
one
Jade.
rule to the game.
What?
I didn't have
It's called
liquor,
Drunkies and Dragons, and y'all
Filming-
faking.
but I smoked because I didn't have liquor that day. Now I have liquor and I am drinking. Matter of fact, let's take a shot.
Hey, there you talking
There it
now,
is.
Poog.
All right.
You are
We're
talking
back.
Poog.
Introduce Chuffy?
Happy to be back going on another journey with you fine gentlemen and ladies.
Yeah. Alrighty. So Jade, where are we and what are we doing? Take it away, Game Master.
All right. So as Poog, aka Will, kind of described in the beginning, you guys had yet another fantastic victory on the farm of Papa CockRot. And as he had mentioned, we discovered Rito's secret power, which is transforming into Rita during high stress situations. And that proved especially helpful. And particularly some highlights is when she used her Dick Sword abilities to jump down and deep throat his daughter Chunk right down the throat, and thus making it possible for the next well-orchestrated 1-2 punch. I don't know if you remember, but Mog March used his rubbery little bouncy body to bounce off the wall, bounce off the floor, and then basically take an arrow with a bomb attached to it straight to her eyeball socket, blowing off half her face. Was she dead then? No. Was she slowed down? Absolutely. And who came and finished the job? None other than Chuffy with his exquisite little cutting skills, my little sushi chef samurai dude.
Let's go.
Ending it. And it was a brutal, violent, at times very disturbing spectacle, but nonetheless, you guys were victorious, you guys and lady. And also the best part was Poog was in the back just serenading us the whole time with Tears
right.
of Love, which we came to realize what he was trying to sing was Kiss from a Rose, but
Tears of a Dove.
things that
Give a dove is go get billboards, all of it.
In
You're
a
gonna get
biggie
sued
voice,
by
mind
two
you.
big people. Two big labels are gonna
And he
sue.
had a Poog voice ready for it as well. He was doing it in the Poog voice. You got to give him credit for that.
One song's gonna get him sued by 2 different labels. It's crazy.
Never have we worked together, but this time we coming to sue yo.
We have a common enemy.
Beautiful. All right. So the legend continues. The Goblin Gang eventually returns to the land of the Bird Cruncher tribe, to a village of goblins who are just beside themselves in excitement. They crowd around you and they take turns kissing your feet and licking your hands out of respect and admiration. The goblins are a weird, intimate bunch, especially when they're
Gross.
happy and excited. And the finest of goblin thoughts just lined up waiting to get a chance to service their heroes and tell them how grateful they are.
Service.
All right, and then that's where we all take a shot because celebration. Am I right?
Goblin Thoughts. Let's
Yes.
go.
Hey.
Shout out to them goblin thoughts.
I'll take you to the goblin thigh.
Wow.
All
Nope.
right, let's go.
No, keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Anyway, so in the midst of all of this spectacle and happiness, you hear a raspy voice boom from the back of the crowd, and it parts to reveal none other than Mama Naab, who we know is kind of like the resident shaman. She's like the old grandma of the village. And she's just leaning up against her staff, only she's not as jubilant or celebratory as the other goblins. She looks at all of you a little suspicious, and her big, sleepy, bulgy eyes are just kind of like, okay, you're back soon. And that's exactly what she says. She's like, oh, I see you're back so soon. And then all the goblins are like, yeah, you killed CockRot, yeah. And then she promptly slaps the shit out of the nearest goblin and is like, shut up. Anyways, she looks at all of you and she's like, now, did you actually defeat Papa CockRot and his daughter Chunk? So go ahead, one of you respond.
Can I roll for cussing her out?
You don't really
There
have
it
to roll
is.
for that.
You have to roll for that?
First of all, I'd be like, bitch, you don't see this big ass smoke trail in the sky right now? You think just somebody else randomly started that? You just gonna disrespect the work of the Goblin SquADD, bitch?
That could be anything. Forest fires happen all the time.
Also, I took his foot. I don't know if anybody saw me. I literally chopped his foot off.
Is that what was bleeding out of your sack when we was
That's
coming
what
back?
that was. That smell. So yeah, the whole rabbit's foot thing. Fuck all that. We're goblins. So my luck comes from the foot of my enemies. So I have
That's 17
that.
foot. Just in
I
your
have.
mind.
I have that nigga's foot, and I also have that his daughter's pinky toe.
That's a big ass foot, bro.
Mm,
That's why I audibled to just getting the pinky toe, because I didn't want two big ass goblin feet in my backpack.
There it is.
I don't know, he's dead. You could have just taken his toe. You can lose a toe and be fine.
I'll probably snip a toe off and lose the foot.
I'm about to slide this old ass woman, man. I'm letting
with
y'all
you.
know.
I'm with you, bro. Fuck this bitch.
We did our job. We came back. What the
So
fuck?
what we're gonna have to do is let's go ahead and let's try to roll for charisma. Let's see if anything you've been saying has been convincing.
Wait. Can we roll for sleeping her first?
Yeah.
Might
'Cause
not
I
have
feel like Jamie's gonna punch it because right now,
Let's
Jamie,
roll for. Can we roll for Jamie?
Rita's confidence was high. She dropped it.
Okay.
Let's roll for Jamie sleeping that bitch.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
We didn't work fast by being bitches. You know what I'm saying? We did that shit quick, and she was surprised because we real niggas. Oh damn, you missed. She said.
I'm sorry.
Well, there's nothing we can say right now. So.
All right. So
Man.
basically, all right. So you guys are all huffing and puffing and all like, well, how dare she question us? You know, this village means everything to her. How dare she want to make sure that her biggest foe is dead? Nah. And then Rita, you know, is kind of like, well, I feel like I should like, you know, keep these guys from running their mouths. So I'm just gonna do something about it. And she goes and she trips like on her way to punching Mama Naab. And the cool thing about Mama Naab is she's old as shit, but she's still like, you know, like fast and agile. So she also just kind of like whoop, and then doesn't even care. She's not even phased. She, you know, I'm sure people try to swing at her all the time, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and roll for charisma to see if what you had said even impacted her. She just, you know. And,
Here's the thing, boys. We lost all credibility with that last move. Like, it didn't matter what we said. Once she tripped, it was like, well, what do you want, Mama Naab?
Right. Do your demands now.
We don't look tough no more.
Not at all.
Damn.
White flag. All right, she's like, and because Rita missed and it was really pathetic, she feels bad. So she's like, well, you know, I guess, okay, yeah, not to add insult to injury. I'm sure he's dead. I'm sure his daughter's dead. Congrats. And
Interesting twist of events.
yeah. And so she says, great, welcome to the throne. And she lazily does like this type of gesture as she walks back to her cave. So congratulations, you're officially on the throne of the village.
What's that
so
mean?
We're gonna take a drink first because there's some stipulation to that.
Okay.
Wow.
Cheers to the throne.
Shout out to that.
But we have to remember this: the person who's actually seated at the throne, the chieftain themselves, is Poog, and then you know he named Mog March his kind of secondhand goblin, And so we'll kind of figure out where the rest of you fit in shortly.
Listen, I'm putting Chuffy as security, full security of the whole, like we need the whole fleet swelled out. So what I need is I need you to take some of the goblin thoughts. I need y'all to start building the perimeter around here and whatnot. Jamie is put in charge of security as well.
Put her on the phone.
Huh?
Put her on the phones. Hello.
How can I help?
You reached Poog's campaign. Would you like to donate?
Oh, man.
That's correct. All right. So the goblins rush away, and they come back with holding this big rusty throne. It's adorned with the finest of like squirrel skulls and rat teeth. It's wrapped in like dried skins of various creatures and in the old casings of like different types of intestines. It's quite a beautiful spectacle. It's like, imagine what the Game of Thrones throne looks like to humans. That's how this throne looks to goblins. And you're just like, fuck, I've made it. So in the middle of the chair of the throne is this like big dirty old toupee, and we're assuming that's where you sit. They don't know where they got
toupee
from. Yeah, just like an old one they must have found like in an old book somewhere. Like, oh, this looks fancy. Let's put this on the throne.
Remember, Pat, we're like 2 feet tall. We're not that big.
Exactly. All right.
Toupee, like a wig.
Mm-hmm. Off a human, that's pretty
big. Toupee. Think of what Trump has on the top of his head. A toupee is like a shitty little like hairpiece. That
No, I know what a toupee is, but it's just sitting on the throne.
Yeah, it's like, imagine like a cushion, but they didn't have one, so they used.
Oh, okay. It's for a butt cushion. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I just didn't get it. Okay, for sure.
Now we're there. So the 4 goblins who were holding the chair, they now kneel down and bow before Poog, their new chieftain, and then they gesture for you to sit down. So you have to remember, Poog is quite round. That's one of his specialties. He's quite bulbous, and these are just 4 very small goblins. So let's go ahead and dice god. Let's roll a dexterity check because we're gonna go ahead and see.
I need to look this shit up. I need an actual because I feel like I know, but I don't know.
A toupee? Oh shoot. Okay.
Skill in performing tasks.
All right.
I suck at sitting down. What?
You know how to sit down.
Who sucks at sitting down?
How about you walk us through? Imagine it's a little throne. It's a throne, but it's small. It's like, imagine like they repurposed like an old plastic chair, and it's like 4 small goblins who are doing their best to like basically hold you up in it because they want to like mazel tov, like they do in the cool Jewish weddings and stuff. But they're trying to do that with you. So I mean, how about you tell us what that was like in your experience?
First and foremost, we're not about to do that. I love the attempt. Thank you so much. Let's think about this. Who's finna pick me up? Mog is this small. He's like strawberry shortcake with the little toys. Where is he about to hold me up? Chuffy disappeared. Chuffy then got on his little goblin mobile device and talking with them goblin thoughts. And Rita is hurt.
Rita's low key strong though.
But she tripped and fell. So my confidence.
Oh yeah, I have no confidence in her.
I don't have none of this.
Here's my thing. Oh my bad. Cool.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna add the fact, like, imagine going and voting for a nigga who wins, and he gets into power, and the first thing you see is him trying to figure out how to sit on the throne. You're like, uh-oh.
This is our king. Him.
I feel like I was backstage like, oh shit. Oh fuck.
No one checked to see if the throne was the right side.
This shit is over.
So that's what y'all think. This is a good joke. After we came through, burnt down the whole plantation. I gotta come.
Damn, we just got the respect of the people. We just got the respect, and now that he's just like chair.
Can I opt to have another one made? Like being the king, can I opt to have another one made? Can I make this like Mog March's chair? Can Mog sit in it? What is this fitting him?
Audible. That's an audible. He'd be like, oh, actually, I think this is Mog, because kings have done way crazier stuff for less ridiculous shit. In Will's defense.
So this is what we gonna do. I want 4 chairs built. We go all get chairs, and I want them lined up. Let's have mine in the middle. Let's have them line up the rest. However y'all want it. I want everybody to get the best.
Yours should be a little bit bigger so that foreigners can come in and see who they're actually gonna like. Who's in charge?
Who's in charge?
I'm gonna be able to lay down in mine. This is not gonna be a problem. What's mine?
It's a lazy boy.
We gotta record.
Nigga, you're gonna be like negotiating our war terms laid out like Barry White. Like, all right, I want you. I'ma fucking kill you guys if you guys don't like, nigga. Sit up. Grab an ass.
Sure?
He wants a reclinable throne. It's his thing. Let him do what he wants.
Please don't. As your second in charge, please don't do that.
Listen, I need extra room for myself because I am round. So, like, what happens if I start shifting this way? We already know what happens. Then
Kings are only on the throne during negotiations. Your bed could be whatever the fuck you want. You don't have to lay down all the time. Just look. You gotta look. I'm just saying, as your right hand man, you gotta look a little bit tougher. You gotta be like, yeah, nigga, you a peasant. Shut up. Don't invade my land. Get out of here, bitch. You cannot do that laid out like a mermaid. Like, I'm not gonna let my king talk to people like this.
The French girl pose.
But sitting down is so hard.
Stop.
God.
Stop.
Gotta just sit up straight. Gotta.
Hey, we're fucked.
Strap your back. Like, have y'all put y'all arms on them armrests thing? Oh my God.
Hey, we are
like this all day?
We're fucked.
Mog March, Rita, how did we let this happen?
We're
I
fucked.
don't know. We
Chuffy,
can
you,
get some extra
Chuffy,
toupees
you know what
though.
you do? You shut the fuck up. That's what you do. That's why you put me in charge.
Ooh.
It's all for the game, so you done switched up and make Poog turn into goop.
There's the
That's
leader.
what I'll make you. You keep on fucking around out here.
There's the leader. Okay,
That's
Poog.
crazy. My king, my liege. I just wanted to see that side of you.
Yeah. Tell him, Poog.
This
Okay,
chair
cool.
that you fucked up, sir. All right.
Yes, sire.
Hey, put that energy towards the chair though.
Fuck this chair.
This chair is your biggest enemy at the moment.
Matter of fact, fuck this place. I want a new place for the chairs. I don't like this chair energy.
Hey, roll for burning that fucking chair that embarrassed him.
It gotta go. It gotta go.
We roll for that. Roll for
Fuck
that.
that chair.
Roll
It's
for
been
me.
passed down for like generations, for like 1,000 years. Every chieftain has.
Don't give a fuck.
Fuck that tradition.
Let me let you in on something. If Goblin De Niro and Al Gobchino taught me anything in Heat, you can't grab nothing in 30 seconds. It ain't important to you. Our whole other village burned down. Think I give a fuck about this chair? I want to burn something.
We had to fight to get this throne. That bitch didn't even she didn't even believe in us. So this is the fucking era of the Goblin gang. Burn this shit and make a custom one for my nigga. And then let's get our other chairs. I like that plan.
I like that.
Can we roll for furniture making?
Okay, the first one, that's a great question. Okay, hold on. What do we burn for?
Can we burn for how we destroy this chair first?
Yeah. Shit, I don't have the character sheets up either. Let's roll for, let's make this a charisma check, because that's a very bold move. And the thing is you don't just fucking do that. You know, you have to have some real goblin balls. Okay, cool. Hold on, let me pull up at least one of your guys.
But I got a lot of good fire, so I know there's some added stuff to this knife.
We have nothing.
This is our first day, all right? We're
Best
getting it together.
attributes were used back on that farm. We came back to it showed up blank. We are shooting nothing but blank right
Listen, I am
spent our skill
goblin
points at
lagged,
the
okay?
farm.
All right, I'm goblin lagged. I fought a lot. I'm tired. We ain't even been to sleep yet. All right.
No, nigga, let's not deny it. We got the juice and we let it go to our heads. We came back. We saw all the village was like, oh my God, let me suck your goblin dick. We got all that juice. Like, we was like, yeah, we did it. We even had bitches hating on us like, damn, that was fast. And we was like, yeah, fuck you. We let the juice go to our heads instead of focusing on being a good and solid Goblin SquADD. So we deserve this. This is our humbling.
So what does this do for me burning this chair? Like,
All right. So actually, you guys are quite in luck because you have apparently, Poog, you have an extremely high charisma modifier. So that with the decent-ish roll, basically, what was almost an extremely embarrassing situation. It's like, God, your leader is like, you can't even sit down in this. Okay, like, all right, well, that's who we're stuck with. And it went from that situation to you took a stand and then you gave that whole speech about like new beginnings or whatever. And then what you did was you took your cool little fire maker, whether it was a light, a goblin lighter, I don't know, and then you just like lit that shit on fire. And the cool thing is that goblins love fire and they love destruction. So they didn't even care that this was a relic of history that, you know, you teach your children about and go take field trips to look at. They're like, fuck it, whatever, shit's on fire. That's cool as shit. And you burn it down, and the goblins are even more hyped, and they start dancing around this fucking throne and like taking their clothes off. They're going crazy, man. It's like Burning Man. It's like Burning Goblin.
Yeah.
Jamie, can you sing me a song while this is on fire, while I stand with my hand on my hips like Superman to just bask in my glory?
I'm gonna sing Tears of a Dove just for you.
Let's do this. All right, I'm ready. Whenever you are.
I don't know the words.
Go where your heart feels.
The build up.
I know. Someone start the beat for me.
Da, 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 da.
Da, 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 da.
Oh, it is Kiss the World.
Na, 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 na.
Fire.
Tears of a dove, sealed by a rose,
Goblins.
kissed by an envelope. And now you're on the throne. But we gotta build it first. But watch this burning flames. Tears from a dove, kissed by a rose.
And then?
Yeah, look at our king. Our king.
Baby. And then with that, you ushered in a new era.
Can we drink to that?
Fucking yeah, you can.
Let's drink.
Era of the Goblin SquADD has begun.
Yes.
We have a new chance. We have a new oath. Before we die, we make sure that it is known that this is for Tears of a Dove.
Tears of a dove.
All right. That
Look,
was
you done brought Mog March to the floor.
I
It
know,
was
like,
so
where the hell
beautiful.
you got lost in the whimsical wood.
Oh, you're still laughing. Oh my God. I was wondering if he left.
I was like, he's officially had it. Done.
He's Oh, that's great. That's
He's actually
great.
just crying tears of just, he's so
Tears of the doves, man.
just, oh, you got him. Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
It was a religious experience.
It was a religious experience. This is not our theme, okay?
That was a magic moment.
Yeah, it was a whimsical, magical moment. That's
You just
hard.
saw the birth. The birth of something
God, that
beautiful.
was so beautiful.
Yo,
Respect.
I've never seen Pat laugh this hard.
How high are you?
I've
never seen him
crack.
laugh this hard.
I've never seen him crack. Holy shit.
Great.
That was the worst shit I heard.
Yo, that was the best shit I ever wrote.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I want that played at my wedding, my
Yeah.
funeral,
Yeah.
and anything that ever has to do with anything.
Oh, Goblin Gang got you, Jade.
Oh man.
Oh, man. That
All
was
right.
great.
Oh, what the fuck was that?
Yo, Pat missed our shot though. Real shit.
He did. You missed our shot.
Yeah.
Drink
Yeah.
again.
Let's
Oh,
all,
I
let's
heard
all
it.
take
I heard
one
it.
with him because he needs some support right now.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, he does.
He's hurting.
Wow.
Spit this through his nose.
I've never heard those combination of notes. in my entire life. That was wow. That was something. I'm probably gonna run that back when this drops. All right, I'm so sorry to hold you guys up.
Oh
Keep going.
no, please take your time, Pat.
All right, so we've burned the throne.
Oh, by the way, fuck everything that I said before. We the shit now again. Yeah, let's get it. Fuck it. Heard that
back.
shit. Back to the old plan.
We got the Goblin Burning Man going on.
Hell yeah. All right, so the rest of the village continues to party hard to celebrate not only the demise of their enemy, but the rise of their new badass leader and the destruction of this throne. And they're going to get to work on some more chairs. You know, their handyman skills aren't the best. They'll come up with something that will function as something like a chair eventually. So the party ends and you all finally get to go to sleep and you're all awarded with your own special goblin huts. Of course, Poog, you have the new chieftain suites, which is actually a pretty dope crib, you know. It's got lots of dirt, which is what they heard you like to sleep in. Lots of mud to be in.
That's right.
Yeah, it's good. All right.
I can't wait
So you all partied hard and you really actually didn't even get to sleep till like 6 a.m. But around 2 p.m., all the goblins start waking up, hungover as hell. And then out of nowhere, Naab comes out of her cave and starts banging on a pan with her staff. And it's like, attention! Wake up!
What this bitch want now?
Everyone starts to groggily gather and they're just like, what the fuck? It's like that scene in The Real World that one time in like 2001. I don't know. I guess that was a thing at one point. Somebody came out banging a pan. Anyway, so you're all awake and you're all hungover and pissed off. And she's like, it's come to my attention that we are exactly one goblin over capacity here in this village. And we all know what happens when the Bird Cruncher village is over capacity. Her eyes get all big and then the goblins start shuddering. They're like, oh, fuck, no. So basically what she's referring to is an old legend of the Bird Cruncher tribe that started maybe like 700 years ago as a joke, but then it got reinforced as like what they really believe in. And basically it said that if the Bird Cruncher village ever exceeded 69 goblins, a plague would hit the village that would basically cause your skin to melt off. And then that would be followed by a swarm of genital eating vultures that ate everything down there.
Nigga, what?
Yeah. And then that's also topped off by 70 days of an acid rain that basically just wipes out anything. And it's rain that only comes down on your village. You know,
nigga, genital eating vultures wasn't enough?
You know, good things come in threes, you know what I mean? So basically the goblins went from being all stoked that, we have these new leaders, but now it's like, oh shit, someone's gotta go because we gotta stick to a 69 crew or we're gonna die hard. So the goblins shudder, they cry out, they're all holding each other in hysterics, and then Naab directs her attention to the goblin gang. She points to you guys and she's like, although we can't part with our dear chieftain Poog, his band of fanboys and girl is a completely different story. Last in, first out. She yells as she points her bony green ass finger at you. She's just like,
Wait, what does that mean?
So
that
basically
means we're the newest additions to this village, and we're gonna be the first ones that they want to go ahead and kick out.
No, we just did that. No, we just saved the village.
She says, well, just technically, you know, according to tradition, you don't have seniority. Poog has seniority because, you know, he's the new chieftain. But for the rest of you guys, she's just kind of like, tough love. Sorry, you didn't grow up here, blah, blah, blah. So
man, kill this old bitch.
I was just about to ask Jade, what is her position in this village?
She's like she is the village shaman, but she's like the village wise person. Like she's the one who's led them through. You know, the chieftains have all kind of fallen. She's always been the one to be there.
Poog. Can I give some advice? Some secondhand advice.
Man, talk to your nigga. Hold on.
Remember, this bitch sent you on a mission. You did it in record time. And instead of saying, thanks, Poog, your fucking team did it way faster than I thought. She really had the nerve to look you dead in the face and be like, really? Did you do it? You know what I'm saying? Like, really questioned you. I don't really know how this happened. Jamie swung at her. She tripped. She felt bad at us and then like advanced us. Not really sure how that happened. I was kind of sitting here in awe, but like never really stopped looking at that bitch. You know what I'm saying? I was just
Give
like,
her honor. Give her honor.
you know what I'm saying? Like we did our shit faster than you thought was possible, and you denied us instead of rewarded us. Like, why wasn't she giving you extra shit and extra praise for doing it fast? Why didn't she have a fucking throne expander knowing that you were a little bit bigger than the last king? I don't care if it's tradition. She knew that you was about to struggle. She did that. She did that.
It's on her.
The village wise king, we wise. I suggest we kill her. Let's kill her.
I was gonna say, why can't we just kill her?
I want to kill her. And then that solves everything, because not only is this the bitch that didn't believe in us, we will be one goblin less.
Keep in mind that she's like a mom to these goblins. So
We're goblins.
all right, Poog,
But we're over capacity by how many?
One.
Just one. Oh, she gotta go.
One bitch too many. I was literally, and it's crazy, before she acted up, I was gonna say, Poog, let's find out who the least liked person in the village is. Who is the who in the village is everybody like, man, this guy is a dick, right? I would have executed him. You know what I'm saying? But now the same bitch that didn't believe in you, and when I say you, I mean us, because you're the leader. Now she's talking about, fuck what y'all just did for the village. One of y'all has to die. Oh, no.
I know. That's no.
All right. Dungeon Master, do they have to die for it to be back into the count?
I'm glad you asked. Not technically. They will get cast out. But the thing about goblins is that they're an extremely pack-oriented creature, and seldom do they survive more than a few days by themselves. And this is a very kind of in the middle of nowhere tribe. So
but they're not a threat, right? Once you cast them out, it's not like they're a threat and they're vengeful and they'll try to like mess shit up. They'll most likely die, right?
Okay, so here's my thing. Here's the two things I'm thinking. First and foremost, not digging the name of this tribe. Not digging it. Bird crunchers?
That's your priority right now?
Not digging it.
He's the fucking leader.
Branding.
Poog Town.
Poog Town.
I'm loving Poog Town. It's going down in Poog Town. Whenever you come around, come on to Poog Town.
You're probably Will. I mean, excuse me. Who the fuck is Will? Poog. This bitch would never go for it. You're probably gonna have to kill her anyways to get that. So, okay.
Go,
keep going, Poog.
Here's the thing. Now, she has far too many connections in this village for us to kill her off, because what if the people mutiny against us because their mother is gone? I need to collect a little bit more information about this woman, because I'm thinking of her now as a Karen. She's the Karen of this group. We can't cast out Karen just yet, because what if she sends another Goblin SquADD here? So here's what I'm gonna ask the Dungeon Master. Dungeon Master, if I send one of these fellow residents of Poog Town on a quest, these Poogers, love it, thank you. These Poogers, if I send one of these Poogers on an epic quest, would that count as us casting someone out from our tribe and allowing us to have the 69 members that we need?
Because they're expected to come back though.
But as you just said, they don't last that long. So if they do, we'll have to just cross that bridge when we get there. But as Soho, if he dies, he'll die gloriously.
You're a great fucking chief. You're a great goddamn chief.
We're also sending a brave soul that we could use later into harm's way, as opposed to trimming the necessary fat to get here. Okay, here's what I'm saying. Will, earmuffs. I'm so sorry. As your second in command, I'm gonna have to ask for just a second. So fake earmuffs.
Can y'all cover y'all ears, please? Just right here for a second. Chuffy, Rita, and
no. Just the king.
Oh, just
you. Just you, bro.
This is considered a off the books meeting behind the king's back.
Let me put my Beats by Goblins on. My fault.
Okay, guys, we gotta face facts. Okay, Will's a great leader.
Why did Will get closer? Yo, Will, back up. Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Here's the thing, guys.
All right.
Just imagine we're in some type of weird chambers, okay? All right. Here's the thing. Will, he's a great leader, but he's a good person, all right? He might not want to make the necessary decisions that we need to really advance the village, okay? He's a good fucking guy.
Yes.
So, as his slightly cold second in command, I say we keep his integrity by making it so that he publicly lets it slide and just is good with the slob knob, right? But Chuffy and Rita in the shadows set this bitch up to make it look like some type of accident where she was unfortunately stabbed up. So now we let Will do his diplomatic plan, but in the trenches, before that's carried out, we have her killed accidentally, and now we are one goblin short. Will keeps his integrity, and we do the dirty work in the shadows that he would never, ever, ever approve. And I will put my name on the line. What you guys think?
Rita.
Why do we have to kill her though? Like, is there not 69 other people we can kill?
We got to snitch.
Okay.
Can someone just tell me though? Like, why can't we just like?
Because we came back and she didn't believe that we just did all the work.
He's the only one that we would benefit from being gone. We don't know anybody else in the village. We could do a poll. I say we could have done a poll. Who's the least liked? Kill him off.
But Jade's like, that's their mom, and they'll pretty much like not follow us and probably kill us.
No, they wouldn't follow us if Will had her killed. But if she was killed by just somebody in the village while Will was trying to make it work, that's what I'm saying. Protect Will's image. Kill that bitch anyways.
Sold me. Yeah, you sold me. Yeah.
I'm on board for Mog March plan.
Can we roll for sabotage, Jade?
Okay, hold on. That was a lot. Can Poog take his earmuffs off now?
Nigga, I'm telling you, Goblin L. Jackson is one of the greatest motherfucking actors of all time, man. Wait. Huh?
Poog. Can you come in here real quick? We're gonna have a meeting.
I'm gonna have to call you back. Hold on, I gotta get back in there. All right. What's going on?
Chief Poog, we respect your decision, and I think we're gonna let you carry this out in the most non-violent way possible.
Okay.
Go. Okay.
All right. Great. All right. So we are. With that being said, we're gonna go ahead and do a quick knowledge check. So Dice God, go ahead and roll for me, please. And then, meanwhile, Mama Naab Slob's just here, kind of like looking at y'all, kind of like suspicious. Like, what are you guys talking about?
Looking at her too.
Oh, okay. Perfect. Okay. So, we had last left before you guys see the way I imagined it is like Mog March had a little weird rag blanket on him. And so in order to secretly talk to you guys, he just put it over you guys too. And it's like, you guys were all talking under this blanket for like 2 minutes, essentially. She's just standing there, but then you guys come back up for air, blah, blah, blah. And then Poog, I recall you said, you wanted to talk to Mama and see what could be done, right? Let's figure this out. Let's see if we could, is that what you wanted to do, Poog, right? Keep it.
Yeah. Just have one of the goblin civilians go do a quest.
That's
a quest.
Okay, great. All right. And she's like,
possible. Easy.
Okay.
No one died.
There is something else we can do, and it is customary to goblin kind. What I think we should do is we can settle this the way our 4 goblins settled this, and that is Village Talent Show. Woo! And then like all the goblins get all like, whoa! And they start wiggling with excitement. They're very excitable. And basically, it has been declared that the way we can settle this is through a talent show. And essentially, you can all fight for your place in the village by showing off your skills in front of the village and a panel of judges. And those judges is going to be comprised of Poog, Knob Slob, and surprise, Boil Bean. I don't know if you remember the old farm goblin from an episode.
What the fuck is he doing here?
He done followed
Hey,
you.
look, before y'all trip, look. I made Boyle being head of the treasury. Don't trip out. Don't get mad. Don't get mad.
That's the special goblin?
Yes. Listen. When
I thought we jumped him.
we did, and he didn't die. And so when we were walking back, I saw little Boyle being right there. Man, y'all should have seen him, man. One of his eyes was hanging out. He was just there. He was humming Kiss from a Dove, man. He heard it. I could see the fandom in him, so I brought him back. I just hid him within the back of my ass crack, so y'all couldn't see him. You know, I was like, y'all ain't finna go around there. He was just tucked, cradled, and you know, I made him
first kangaroo.
Yeah, I made him head of the treasury. Like, who else is going to make sure if somebody steals some shit, the alarm is not gonna sound off like crazy?
You didn't tell your second in command. I don't even know who you are.
You didn't tell your head of security. That's a security risk to you, your second in command, Rita, and the rest of the village.
Pretty reckless. It's pretty reckless.
Yeah, just like how y'all didn't tell me that y'all plan on killing the old lady after I send this person on this quest. You think because I'm round, I'm not smart?
Because you were listening.
That is also to my.
Who told you about that? That's not a thing. What old lady?
Well, now that that's all been settled, thus the talent show is going to go on. And again, so all you guys have to do is showcase your best talents in front of the village and these judges. It's going to be like a point system. You're each going to be given a score of 1 through 10 by the 3 judges. Now the Boyle Bean and Mama Nobsab will roll for those scores with a D10. But Poog is the only one who actually gets to assign a score based on like how he actually felt about it. So
Oh, and just so all of you know, the person who does not win will be cast away from this village.
Out of us? Us over
this Goblin SquADD though, what happened? He gets the crown and just switches up?
No, you all have to learn place. But you, the 2 of you, Chuffy, Rita, you can all sit here for your position and thank Mog March for that. Because Mog March, you will have to learn what positioning is in this royalty.
I am the one that makes the hard decisions, okay? You were about to send 2 innocent people to die, and if they succeeded and came back, they would be met with confusion. Like, oh, you survived? Instead of me rewarding you, I'm going to be like, oh, damn, now we have to kill somebody, which is the same thing we came back to. So I'm making the hard decisions because the only person in our way was the only person who deserved to die.
Let me get this straight, Mog Merch.
That bitch.
Let me get this straight, Mog Merch. You were upset because I would send people on quests to grab things that we may need, and if they return, we have those, and then I can just resend someone else back to do those things. And if they don't,
I don't think that's how it works, though. They said to cast someone out, assumingly they were either banished or dead. So if it's just an errand and they die, then you get your wish, which is very manipulative. But if they succeed, they come back and you're like, oh, snap, now we have to do something else. So now you're continuously banishing thing, and I don't necessarily know if that's part of the rules.
It's getting intense. I think we should all take a shot, but go ahead and keep talking amongst yourselves. And
No, Jade, that was actually a question. Shot first, though. So would that work, Jade? Because if that would work, then I switch sides. I'm fully with the leader. If this banish somebody, kill somebody, vaguely transitions into him continuously sending people on errands, I thought we were doing that anyways. But does that count, or is that kind of like a cheat that they're like, no, you have to kill somebody or banish somebody?
Well, it's kind of like what he had said when he first described the plan is like, well, we'll send them out and like kind of make the odds against them. And if they still make it back, great. We know we have a brave goblin that is like capable, but we'll deal with that when we get to that, and then we'll figure it out from there. But if they don't come back, then yeah, your problem's basically solved.
So I was right.
No, so you're saying that if they come back, you can just banish / give another guy a quest and then do the same thing infinitely?
Oh no, sorry. Yeah, there is a deadline. Like pretty soon, like the goblins are dumb. They're not that dumb. So they're gonna be like, okay, like if the guy who comes back, they'll be stoked that he came back, but then they're like, oh, we need to fucking kill somebody like right now. So if anything, it'll make it more urgent. Like, okay, well we wasted all this time. Like let's figure this out.
But if I got the plan ready and he come back and the other one go, okay, I know I gotta go do my thing, and he dips with under the time.
What?
I can always set up a plan to go get yourself killed off easily.
Oh, our village is doomed
Already. That started, and look what we turned ourselves into.
Are you kidding? I'm building us into the strongest goblin gang there is. They come back stronger, they come back elite and faster, but none of that matters because the three of you will need to fight for your positions.
Jesus.
And once again, Rita and Chuffy, you could thank Mog March for that since you want to see him as the king.
I was trying to help. So
I think she gotta go.
See?
That's why.
Everyone agrees with me.
And
I was trying to make the decision.
And y'all should have came to me about that rather than going behind my back and setting up to kill her.
We asked you. You
And
said no. You wanted to be diplomatic. So I respected you and I said, let's keep his image in mind and do it on the back streets so that it happens without it tainting you. I was making them hard decisions, but our leader didn't even think 2 steps ahead. The next step, we were caught.
No. You know why? You know why, Mog? Because I was thinking 5 steps ahead. Because if you look at her, the hunch I'm getting is she is the plague. So imagine if we had killed her and released the plague upon us because jumping too iffy because of the fact she didn't congratulate us for killing Papa CockRot.
Can I make a suggestion?
I got to think about as king. What's your suggestion, Rita? I'm always down to listen.
Why don't we just send someone to get the errands that you want to say you're doing, and I kill them in the woods?
No,
Option C.
there's a reason why I said,
What?
can you stay in this form?
Voice
I
of
think she
reason.
just wants to kill somebody.
I mean,
Okay.
Okay.
I think okay. Wait. Can I just offer a medium because I feel like that's my job is just the mediator. We all want send niggas on errands. Jamie and Khleo want blood. So I think the medium is let's just send the least liked person in the village on every errand until he dies.
y'all are aware that technically y'all are the 3 least liked right now.
We just had a parade. What are you talking about?
No, you are aware
For
that
the new people.
because she said that y'all are now the least ones. Again, they're with her.
Last in, first out. We're fucked.
No, we just had a parade though, Jade, right? Didn't we?
Yeah,
just
okay, yeah, but that was kind of like not a gimmick, but it was kind of like a heat of the moment type of thing. Like they were really excited that the ogres were dead, but like give it a few days and it's like that wears off and it's like, okay, and there's cultural differences too. You have to consider the bird crunchers are, I'm sorry, the Poog towners.
Poogers.
The Poogers
Poogers.
are culturally much different than I don't even remember the name of your burnt down village, but it's, so there's some assimilation that needs to happen. But
now I don't have any loyalty to this village, so it's like, do we really want to even lead this place?
Okay. Well, there's still a talent show that needs to go on though.
Yes,
So
Why don't we just kill the goblin with no family?
The homeless goblin?
No, he don't have to be homeless.
How about, you know what? How about we do this? The talent show is for which one of you will have the pleasure of being the first killer in the woods. So we will select randomly the least favorite person out of that group as king, not you 3. Whoever performs the best shall do the deed first. Will it be Rita with her dick sword? Will it be Chuffy with a slicer? Or will it be Mog March with the bombs up the ass? We don't know.
We are fighting for the opportunity to kill somebody. Just so just so that we're
Oh, that's what we're doing? Are we fighting to the death?
No,
Well,
it's-
forget it.
we're goblins. So
Oh,
this
okay.
should not be. This should not be a moral thing. We're goblins.
Okay.
it is a talent show that we're doing, and then all of the proceeds are going to go to the Goblin Lives Matter movement.
Hilarious.
Here in
I'm
Poog.
with this.
Yeah,
I'm
like-
with this. I would actually love to kill this person. So let's do it. I'm down.
Okay, all right. It's settled then. Everybody's excited, and you all enter the center of the village where there's a big stage awaiting all of you, and we're going to go ahead and roll for initiative to see who goes first. So, Dice God, can you give me 3 separate rolls, please?
And then we'll have to get into this one next time.
13's the first one? Okay. 7's the second? Okay. Okay, so 13, 7, 7, is that what I saw?
Ooh.
Yeah,
All
13.
right.
Yes.
Okay, well, it looks like Mog March is the first to go up, and basically it's like it's a dope stage, man. Like for goblins, they've got it pretty set up. There's like janky ass lights that are kind of like dumb little lasers going everywhere, and it's like there's like a fog machine, although it's just naturally foggy in this village, and like all the goblins, just like all the goblins, all 63 of them are just like in the audience, like, oh yeah, they're hyped. All right, and so go ahead and Mog March, why don't you show us what you got?
All right, I think I'm gonna do a number of breakdancing with a little bit of interpretive dance. So there's a story, and then I'm gonna transition into jazz, and then I'm gonna finish off with a little bit of tap. I'm gonna have my homie throw me some tap shoes, slap them bitches on. I'm gonna have a little wooden plank. Dot, 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 dot. So.
Okay. So you did a great job of describing that. That's wonderful. But now let's take us there, Mog March. Be Mog March. Tell us in your little Mog March voice who you are, what you're fighting for, what this means to you, and then give us your goddamn dance.
The nigga walks out and talks on the mic before performing?
Yeah. Have you ever seen like America's Got Talent? Like,
Yeah.
Goblin Got Talent. Come on.
This guy going to start. He's awful. He acts like he hasn't seen he acts like he hasn't seen this before. Goblins Got Talent. Show us your talent.
Hi, hi. My name is Mog March. I'm 13 years old, and I really want to perform because I really want to kill whichever goblin is needed too much. We just need to kill one goblin, and I guess we reach some type of balance. So I would like to be that person. So I'm going to be performing a interpretive dance slash break dance slash jazz slash modern. This is a piece. It's to an Ed Sheeran song, and it's called I Want to Kill a Goblin. Dice God, please roll for my fucking dexterity of these motherfucking moves. Is it rolling?
It rolled.
Ooh! Dirt, 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 dirt. Everybody dance now. All right, tell me what happened, Jade.
That's it? That's all that's what you got?
Oh, I thought you were gonna explain what happened.
No, I am. I just want to make sure you're done.
Oh no, yeah, I'm done. Everybody dance now.
That's Ed Sheeran. I had no idea. Learned something. All right. So let's see. I have my D10 here. So the first goblin to judge is actually Mama Naab Slob. So she looks at you and she appreciates the classics, and so that beautiful chart topper Everybody Dance Now by Ed Sheeran really struck her heart. And then what was that? That was like Shy Tutting, I think you did, and now you're Anyways, she admired it and she thinks you put your heart and soul into it. So she gives you a 7 out of 10. Not bad.
She thinks I put my heart and soul into it and gave me a C. That doesn't even make sense.
She's a tough crowd. She's a tough broad. You know, she's seen it all, and 7's not bad coming from her. And then Boyle Bean is just like, you know, he's always all over the place. He doesn't even know where he is right now. So he sees you dancing, and he sees how small you are, and he gets like super stoked on that. So he gives you an 8. All right. And then Poog.
I'm small?
What
Is he a pedophile?
Well, no, he just likes things that are different. He doesn't understand the concept of anything. So he's like, oh, that guy's really small. He doesn't understand.
Donnie from the Wild.
Don't look at Boyle Bean like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Fuck this guy. But I mean, he gave me a good score. So boom. Let's keep going.
Appreciate.
Okay. I just have to say, I just feel like your heart wasn't into it, you know, coming up here. Like, you know, you have bombs, and you know, I thought you were gonna bring an explosion of whimsicalness and everything like that.
Talent show.
I mean, and you clearly showed that you have no talent, but you are my my second in command. But just feel like the hands things. I didn't know if you were going for spirit fingers. I didn't understand. I was waiting for Ed Sheeran, and I heard none. But you know, I'm going to give you a gentleman 6. Okay. Gentleman 6, and I just hope that you will be able.
But gentleman means you bumped it up. Oh, God damn. I thought I was at least good for 8.
And I hope that I can maybe see you again closer to the finals, and you bring that Mog March whimsicalness that I am accustomed to.
All right. All right. And then Mog March just kind of like kicks the air and like waddles off stage all upset and grumpy, like, all right. And then
hey, wait. Even though I'm in this talent show, I'm also second in command. So I do have the power to fucking shut this talent show up. I don't like how they're treating me. So this talent show is postponed till next week. I don't like that. And I'm going to have a second chance next week. I'm flexing my power. I'm sorry to Karen this situation. But that is it for today.
Oh, you really think that you just got command like that? You and I need to go to the side and have this conversation.
It seems as if there's hesitation between Poog and Mog March. The constant
I'm gonna take a drink because that, you know, deserves a drink because it does.
It does.
Even the narrator has to sip on Drunkies and Dragons. Will Poog and Mog March come to a head with this hostility? Will Chuffy get to cut someone? Will Jamie's confidence be able to extend to new heights? Find out what is going to happen as there is diplomacy in the raids of Poog Town next time on Goblin SquADD Z.